Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into this bi-weekly video. And I'm here with two guests today. The first is our Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs, Randi Tanglen. Good to see you.
Great to be here today.
It's like the Randi and Andy show continues.
Yep,
so welcome back.
Thank you.
And then we also have Ashley Fansher, who is our Faculty Fellow for Faculty Affairs and also Assistant Professor of Criminal Justice. Ashley, good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
So we don't know much about you, at least the viewers don't. Can you tell us about your journey here to UND?
So this is my third year at UND. I recently came from Texas, Victoria, Texas, which is south of Houston. I will say that it is very similar in that you still can't go outside for 2 months a year. It's just a different 2 months. I'm an assistant professor of criminal justice studies. I also serve as the faculty advisor for the Criminal Justice Association and on Faculty Senate. The reason I'm here today is because since January, I have been working in the Faculty Affairs office as a faculty fellow with Dr. Tanglen.
Awesome. And Victoria, yes, much hotter than
yes,
south of Houston. Holy smokes. So let's turn to Randi. There's this great effort going on with a tool that we have here at UND called Faculty Success, and it's intended to support faculty members. Tell us about Faculty Success.
Absolutely. Faculty Success, or Watermark, as it's sometimes called on our campus, is an online platform for documenting faculty contributions in teaching, research, and scholarly and creative activity and service. Now, this isn't necessarily a new tool to UND. It might be new to some faculty, but two colleges have been using this tool for several years now, the College of Arts and Sciences and the Nistler College of Business and Public Administration. What is new about this tool is that starting this year, faculty in all 8 colleges and schools at UND will begin using Faculty Success as we gradually transition all faculty processes to the Faculty Success tool. Now, the benefit for faculty is that bringing these processes to Faculty Success will allow us to streamline and modernize these processes into one tool, one login, no more clunky PDFs.
To make it easier on everyone.
Yes,
yep.
Absolutely. Another benefit for UND is that Faculty Success allows us to better tell the story of UND faculty accomplishments and contributions, and especially that collective impact of faculty around the state and the impact that they're even having around the world. Now, one example is that in the College of Arts and Sciences last year, faculty entered 8,900 individual contributions that they made through teaching, research, scholarly and creative activity and service. With the 220 faculty over there, that's about 41 contributions that our faculty are making. So if we dig deep, we know there's a really great story there of what our faculty are doing. So starting next year, all faculty will begin using this tool to log their contributions.
And the cool thing is, enter it once, and it can be used in a variety of reports or systems or evaluations.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, for years, right?
Yeah.
As we look forward to different processes like the P&T process or even the PTR process.
So let's talk about the processes, because that's ultimately, we're transitioning all of those systems into this one platform, again, to make it easier on faculty members and department chairs and deans and so forth.
Yeah.
Tell us about the processes that will be brought into Faculty Success.
Absolutely. So for today's message, I really want to emphasize that for this coming spring, the Page 2 process will be used by all faculty in all colleges starting this spring for the Page 2 process of the contract. So like I said, no more clunky PDFs. The annual evaluation process will also be conducted through Faculty Success starting the next academic year, the upcoming academic year. Now, we've been working with University Analytics and Planning, or UAP, to gradually transition these processes, annual evaluation, and eventually promotion and tenure, and eventually the post-tenure review process. We've been testing and piloting each process before we fully implement it on campus, and we've been working with focus groups to receive feedback so we can make adjustments to those processes and respond to that feedback. In fact, actually right now we're doing some testing and piloting for the annual evaluation process, and we'll continue that into the spring semester to get ready for next year. We certainly want to make sure that faculty are supported throughout this process.
Yeah, and that support's important. And anytime you adopt a new piece of software and want humans to use it, there's some some training and support that might be necessary. So Ashley, I know you're working on this angle. Tell us about what resources and what support will be available to the faculty.
So we definitely understand in Faculty Affairs and myself as a newer faculty and someone who's never worked on this platform, what a big lift it is, and we are here to support everybody that is involved. In the spring, we're going to have several training workshops at various levels, along with drop-in hours for one-on-one support for those individuals who need a little more help. This week, we'll also be releasing a series of both document and video-based tutorials that are all under 10 minutes in length, because we value our faculty's time. And those will help individuals at all levels of the process, faculty, administrative assistants who are helping with the process, chairs, and deans. And as Dr. Tanglen mentioned, with each pilot we've conducted, we also assembled focus groups to get valuable feedback and input. This has helped us identify glitches in the process, address concerns, and make sure that voices are being heard throughout implementation.
Awesome, and I know there's nice features that allow you to connect the inputs in faculty success to other sources of data like Google Scholar and other databases too. So the whole goal is to make it as efficient and easy for faculty members. But again, the training piece I think is going to be important too.
Yes. And we will be providing additional instructions on how to link the faculty accounts through Google Scholar, through ORCID, through other platforms that faculty are currently using.
Randy, you were going to say something too. No?
Nope.
Well, maybe then there's a good way to actually end this conversation, and that is outside of this new tool, Faculty Success, Faculty Affairs is doing a number of amazing things across our campus, many amazing things across the campus. What else is hot within Faculty Affairs right now?
Well, as we wrap up the fall semester and start looking to the spring, we will continue the UND Connect grant program, where faculty connect their research and expertise to student learning and to community needs through partnerships with community organizations. So we'll soon be announcing 5 recipients for the grants this current semester that will be enacted in the spring semester, and we'll have another deadline coming up in the spring semester for fall projects. So watch for that. We'll also have our signups for our faculty writing groups, peer-led faculty writing groups, and we'll also continue our Teaching Appreciation Week in the spring, a series of events to celebrate the excellence in teaching at UND and the many ways that our faculty contribute to UND's teaching mission.
Awesome. And eventually, I think in the spring also we'll have our creative scholarship ceremony over at the library?
Yes, through the Chester Fritz Library, and working with the librarians on that
Awesome.
to celebrate the great research and creative activity of our faculty.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thanks to the two of you for being here today. And the Randy and Andy show now is the Randy, Andy, and Ashley show. It
Love
sounds
it.
like something on morning talk shows. So thank you so much for being
Thank you.
here. And to all those who tuned in, I hope this was informative, particularly for the faculty members and the staff members who will be working with this new great tool. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.